Hello, my people. How you guys doing? My name is Chidi, reaching you here from Toronto, Canada. Today, we want to focus on the insecurity in Nigeria. Um, I'm gonna expect the phone lines to be buzzing today, so I got ready for you today. Not too much talk. Um, if you have an experience of insecurity or violence, of yeah, any kind of insecurity, kidnapping, stealing, robbery. Okay, so it became so bad that right now the members of the House of Representatives, they've had to now call on the security chiefs in Nigeria to resign. The armed forces, the navy, all the whole security apparatus in Nigeria, they've asked that the federal government retire all their service chiefs, and that is where we are right now. They've asked that all of them should retire. I'm going to just put that up for you guys to see while we there's even a video on that, but this is the story I'm talking about. They've asked all the service chiefs to resign. I watched it the other day and I knew, man, this thing has gotten out of hand. Um, One by one, they didn't even care about their parties. It was not a party thing. They just asked that, look, all the service chiefs should all resign. You know, Senator Baribe the other day was calling for the resignation of the president of Nigeria and the APC party, that they have failed Nigerians. Every reasonable, sensible Nigerian knows that these people have failed. If you are supporting them, it's just because of what you are gaining. You know, people like Adesina and the likes of him, they are the only ones who are still supporting this government because that is where they eat from. Every other person knows that this government has failed us, and this government should just they should just resign, like just pack and go. All right. Nnamdi Kanu said this a long time ago. Omoyele Sowore, Nnamdi Kanu said this. They wanted to kill him. He had to leave the country. Yeah, we have a caller here. We're gonna take this person. Please go ahead and tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, my name is Cletus Sanachman, calling from Bangladesh.
You're calling from Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Thank you, Cletus. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I want to contribute about the insecurity in Nigeria.
Go ahead, please.
So my contribution is that there is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria today is government.
Mm-hmm.
If the government wants the insecurity in Nigeria to stop in 24 hours, they can do it.
Okay.
But because they are the sponsor of the insecurity in Nigeria, that is why they cannot do it.
Okay. Oh, I lost him there. So he says it is the government that is sponsoring the insecurity in Nigeria, and that's why it is not stopping. That's what he is saying, but he's calling from Bangladesh. We lost him there. Remember, the number to call is +16479892837. So go ahead and make your call. Like I said, today is not for too much of any other thing. Today is for you to call in and let us know what you think. Let us know. Share your experience with us if you have experienced anything with this what do you call it, with the insecurity. How has it affected you? Were you a victim? Okay, just call and let us know. What is your experience? What you think should happen with the government? What should the government do about the insecurity in Nigeria. Let us know and let us talk today. +1 647 989 2837. That's the number to call. So call in and let us talk about it. I just want to devote today for people who have been itching to have their voices heard. Let us hear you talk, because sometimes I feel when I'm just talking, it's like a monologue. I just come and tell you what I feel and what other people feel. But now you have a chance to you have a chance to at least let us know what you think. 3837. Okay. So the number, like I said, is +1 647 989 2837. That's the calling number. If you call, we'll be able to take your call and we will give you a chance to let your voices be heard on this issue. Because if I want to see somebody, in fact, it will be interesting for someone to be bold enough to say, look, all these things you're saying is a lie. It's not true. It's not true. The security in Nigeria is perfect. Nobody's dying. Nobody's being killed. So why are you making all this noise? Some people will even tell you, oh, they paid you. They paid you. They sponsored you to say what you're saying. So I want to see those people calling and talk like that. And then there'll be other Nigerians who may be able to answer them. But you know what? These days, one thing I've noticed is that online and everywhere, the people that used to call themselves Buharis, they say Baba people, the people that will say, oh, we are APC supporters, we are Buhari, people, it is Buhari for life. Nobody's talking these days anymore at all. So now I know that this thing is getting to as many people as possible. I'm telling you, at the rate at which it is getting to people, it's amazing. Yeah, and today is also a day I want to take out time to also read the comments, and we'll listen to you a lot. We'll read your comments and we'll see what you're saying. So let me see what's going on in the comment section. Greetings to you, Helen Peters, Oboye Mike, Sunshine 222. Thanks to Abaribe. Oboye, thank you, my brother. Omoyele Shore is the answer. Femi Tech Global World Enterprises and Productions. Thank you, Femi. I'm in support of Senator Baribe. Yes, Senator Baribe is the voice of the common man. Oh yes, I support Senator Baribe. No bullshit says, Chidi, if you love Nigeria so much, why don't you go back and help fix the problem instead of complaining from afar? No bullshit. You don't know me. So I guess people will answer you. If you say I should go back to Nigeria, you don't know nothing about me if you're talking like that. Simon Chin also says Buhari is our problem. They have tell us the truth. Buhari is they have to tell us the truth. Is Buhari alive or died? Let him come out and address the nation. Okay. Let him call Oboye Mike. No matter how useless a country is, Nigerians must be there. Somebody is still in Bangladesh. I just tired. Oh yes, that's why the situation in Nigeria has chased Nigerians to parts of the world where you will not believe it. Okay. Somebody says, who is this person? It says we need to change APC government. This one is still talking about, so you're still talking about APC government. We're talking about like shutting down the whole country. I'm telling you, only to divide Nigeria is the solution. Even if you remove Buhari and APC is still alive, and APC is still alive, they are the problem we have. Good evening, Dr. Chidi Olakunle Michael. Watching you live from Oman. You see, our brother is watching from Oman. You were talking about Bangladesh, but see, Olakunle is watching from Oman. Nigerians are everywhere. I am in Canada. He's in Oman. Somebody's in Bangladesh. Somebody's in Egypt. Somebody's in Syria. People are in the North Pole. Nigerians, see how we are scattered all over the place because they messed up our country. Good evening, Dr. Chidi. Good evening to you, my brother. Hello, Chidi. How are you doing? I Ukiwe. I Rek Ukiwe asking this question from India. You see, he is in India. What Omoyele Sowore is saying regarding the Amotekun, the governors, both in Oduduwa land, they save the life of their citizens. The governors, the governors, I don't think Sowore will say anything bad about Amotekun, but one thing I can assure you is that those governors need to be they need to be tried and tested. Okay, we're just watching them, we're holding them lightly because as long as they are politicians, anything can happen. Let's take this call. It's coming on WhatsApp, so I hope it does not bounce off. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, maybe these are the people that come to check us out to see if we are real. All right, Augustine Elemonary. Thank you, Chidi. Thank you, Augustine. Let's try again. Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Simon Chinonso is in Dubai. Okay, you can imagine. UK, Dubai, all over the world. It's amazing when people say where they're calling from. It's shocking because you're like, wow. Hello, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Chidi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
From Italy.
You are from Italy. Wow. UK, Italy, Dubai, Indonesia, Oman is here. Everybody is here.
Dr. Chidi, let me quickly drop my own point before,
yes.
Before any other
Go ahead.
Please, I wanted to say something. And the thing I want to say is I heard you talking about shutting down the country now, and I know that is the best thing. We all have to come together, realizing that we are fighting one common enemy. Shut it down, and then later we can renegotiate when we chase these people out. It's not that one person is agitating for this and the other one is that I'm a man. And on the other part, I'm still a Biafran because I come from the both sides, the both parents. So at least the whole Southern have to come together first, chase these common enemies away, and then we can now sit down and say this is how it has to be.
Perfect. I agree with you, my brother. I agree with you. Thank you so much for that contribution.
So I think you should still use your platform because this is people's fear. That immediately they say that everybody is coming together. That is their fear. So we have to start putting the fear in there. As it has started now, that even the senators are even talking. And then let us all come together and just do this thing once and for all.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thanks, Dr. Jimmy. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to take the next caller, but before he starts talking, hold on, Timothy Daniels calling from UK, but just hold on 1 second. Guys, you guys know the latest Oyedepo, Pastor Oyedepo, he was denied visa. Can you imagine? The whole Oyedepo was denied visa because of the security situation in Nigeria and the way America sees Nigeria now. So let's take this caller. Go ahead, my brother. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Timothy Daniels. Well done, Dr. Chidi.
Thank you.
I think personally, we all as Nigerians knew the problem of Nigeria, and there is need for true repentance, and we have to stop this spirit of accusation and fault finding spirit, especially among those who are ruling, those who have ruled Nigeria before. Anyone that have ever been in position of authority that brought Nigeria to their knees to this evil must go back to their knees and repent. Then my second suggestion is that those who have the capacity to serve the nation in spirit and in truth must be bold and come out of their hiding places and stop hiding under any umbrella and come out and ready to be accountable to the masses, even if it comes to the state of losing their life. In order for Nigeria to be restored, it's not supposed to be for some very few people. Everyone that is convinced that I have the capacity to deliver must come outside and be ready to argue his case without any fear of anybody.
All right.
Because the time has come that people must not be afraid of anything. We have to be bold and be courageous. This is the word of the Lord to Joshua. Be strong and be courageous.
All right, sir.
This
All
is
right.
my own lesson.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So yeah. So he thinks that people should just stop the blame game, and if people, especially from people who have ruled Nigeria before, like Obasanjo, like Gowon, like every other person who comes, I wanted to call some other people, and I realized that a lot of them have died. I realized that Yaradua died. I realized that Abacha died. I'm like, wow. Now, wow. Make people today careful, know that they too will one day just smell like that. So he says they should, all those people who ruled Nigeria before, they are part of the problem, and they should stop complaining. That's his own contribution. Just call us up 647-989-2837, and like I said, we'll give you a chance to make your point. Okay, when you call, please let me know your name and where you're calling from. Remember, if you use the direct line, it is better, because that way we can if you use the direct line, we'll be able to have you on and nobody will cut you off. But good, I have someone calling. Let's take his call. Hello, tell me your name and where you're calling from, and please turn me down behind you also.
Emanuela Solomon, and I'm calling from California.
Yes, Emanuela, how are you, ma?
Fine, thank you. Thank you so much for the great job that you are doing. You kept us going, and I just pray that when they will go for the case for much violation, where everything will be fine. But what I'm contributing to this is that they are based on that jihad and colonization and Islamization of Nigeria, and they planned it a long time ago. They are ready. We are not fully ready until now that they now started doing the Amoteku and so on. Every Ojua, Biafra, they should get ready for what is coming, because they are bent. They are bent. I'm not only speaking physically, I'm speaking spiritually. To have had hands of since July 2018, and they are bent on doing that. That's why they've been killing people and so on. They want that oil in the east, and they want the land. They want to kill everybody, and they have everything. So, our solution that I think is solution. Let everybody go their way. There's no how. If they may say they've done today, they've arrested this one today, but it's all lies. It's all deception.
Okay.
There was time I would be able to explain my dreams to you. 2 times God won me. So show me what was going on.
Wow.
Yes, the first time I was admitted in the I was in the hospital. I was going through a fast, and then I wasn't feeling good. I went to them, so they admitted, they put oxygen on me, I was in the hospital, and then God just took me. I saw Nigeria. When I saw Nigeria, it was like an upside down triangle. The base was the northerners, the southerners that were high up, like president, just like Oshiba Joe and the northerners and the top southerners that have joined them. And then at the bottom of the triangle were the northerners, regular people. And then in the middle was the southwest, southeast, south, all regular people were there. All of the soldiers, some people seriously some of them in uniform, some not in uniform. They started killing, they started beating, they started hitting those people in the middle. They told the top ones to go, their senses. The bottom one, the regular northerners people to go, is now the southerners that they started doing that to. And I said, why are you doing this? This is not right. This is injustice. What have we done to you? And then, unfortunately, my nurse thought I passed out, and he tried to wake me up, and then I woke up. I couldn't understand that dream, what they were about to do. Only recently, this November 2, I had another dream whereby they were nursing people's homes, collecting their children that are less than a certain age, and taking them to some people to train us, just like what they have done to Leah, to raise them as Muslims and their Boko Haram children, and then they kill their parents. So they already have this plan in place that is the best thing is division. If we divide the immigration thing, we are no longer Nigeria. If we divide that dirty name of Nigeria, that even get I've lived in America more than 30 years. But I'm so ashamed to call myself that Nigerian. That one will be gone. If you know more Nigeria, just if they want to rule themselves, let them rule themselves in the Fulani land, Hausa land.
All right, all right.
All
right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so guys, that is a contribution from our caller. Please go ahead and place this call. It's interesting when we hear what other people are talking about. It doesn't matter what you want to talk about, even if you don't want to talk about the Nigerian state. If your interest is Biafra, yes, we'll accommodate you. If your interest is Oduduwa, go ahead. Whatever your interest is, just go ahead and call. Let us talk, because that way we get to hear what other people are saying. All right, let's take this call. Hello, you are live on air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I don't think this person wanted to come live on air, or we lost him or her anyway. So the number to call is right in front of your screen, +1 647 989 2837, and we are talking about insecurity in Nigeria. How has it affected you, and what do you think should be done? I was telling you guys before that our lawmakers, members of the House of Rep, they want all the service chiefs. They all of them just came out like I've not seen them before. But you know why they are talking like this is that
the situation was not different at the House
they've
of
been feeling it
Representatives,
before,
as the resolution
but I don't
was
know
the same.
now. They've been healed of that bewitching thing that made them stick to their party positions, and they never talked bad about the insecurity. Now the thing has gotten so bad that they are now talking about it. They came out in full force at their last sitting, and all of them who were there, they all supported the motion that was put on the House about insecurity in our country, and they unanimously voted. At least that's one area that most of them agreed on, is the sacking of all the service chiefs. They all agreed that the service chiefs should be sacked, or that they should be relocated. It was something else. I'm telling you, one after the other, they rose up against insecurity. I'm telling you. Let me play some of them while we're waiting for the next caller, so you guys just hear some of the things that they had to say. Okay, but one by one, they all condemned the situation of insecurity in Nigeria.
Then soldiers will come and escort them for the purpose of carrying out their economic activity. So this is how serious the situation is, coupled with the recent closure and then the challenges we are facing around the Maiduguri Damati Road. And that has affected me directly from the northeast, from Michika, where my current chairman was beheaded. Mr. Speaker, at that moment, we know the Nigerian army have tried to repel the Boko Haram on that fateful day. But Mr. Speaker, the challenge is the number of army in my community as a very big local government that has 16 electoral wards with population of over 1 million residents. We have less than 30 Nigerian army.
Against the insurgents has waned, and we need to know reasons why this is happening. As a matter of fact, we had contacted the service chiefs through the CDS. They're supposed to come and address the Committee of Defense and relevant committees on the state and progress or otherwise they've made in this fight against insurgency.
All the several battles that are taking place all over the country.
The situation was not.
That is members of the House of Reps weighing in on the security situation in Nigeria, and like I told you, one after the other, they all condemned the situation in Nigeria. It has now gotten to everybody. Everybody is feeling it. If you still think that the thing is not touching you, then I don't know which country you're from or where you are focusing from. But if you are in Nigeria, if you know exactly what is going on in Nigeria, you will realize that the security situation has really to just say that it's collapsed. The security architecture, that's the most famous word now everybody uses. Everybody uses security architecture. So we will be architects if we talk about architecture again. I realize these days that if I say I'm an architect, a lot of people, they don't just understand that it's architecture that has to do with construction and building design. People say, oh, okay, you're an IT architect. No, I'm not an IT architect. I'm the original architect. A lot of people that are stealing this language of architecture from us, you should be warned. All right. Did you guys know that based on the security situation in our country, the United States government has summoned Malami and other Nigerian ministers to Washington over worsening rights violations? And you ask me, how? I thought it's rights violations. No, America wouldn't have been bothered about what's going on in Nigeria. It's not that they wouldn't be bothered about human rights abuse, but they would not have been as bothered as they are now, if not that they know that what the government is doing is so bad. Remember, they were aware of all the nonsense that went on between the federal government in Shore's, Omoyele Shore's case. They knew about it, and they were worried about it, and so they are also aware that the reason why the federal government did whatever they did to Omoyele Shore is because it was speaking up against insecurity, against bad government. And when they see that, look, what Omoyele Shore was talking about is real, when they see that, look, there's a reason for him to be saying what he's saying, and these guys are throwing him in prison, these guys are doing everything they can do to shut him up, they don't like it. So that's why they are summoning them up. They know the situation in Nigeria is worsening. They know that Nigeria is a failed state. The funny thing is that the people who are even in power, they know that Nigeria is a failed state. They know that nothing is working again. Look at Malami. He knows. The guy is so confused. And we are telling him the best thing they can even do, let us tell them where to start, is to strike out Omoyele Shore's case when it comes up on the 11th of February. If they know what is good for them, just strike out the case so that you reduce your problems. You guys have a lot of issues to deal with. You have so many people around the world. United Nations is after you. US government is after you. UK government, which is your Ashawo government that's always aiding and abetting you, now they are under heavy scrutiny after the elections. They have time now, and they have also finished with their Brexit, so now they have time for you. But let me go ahead and give you more details about this. So it says that United States Nigeria Binational Commission has summoned 5 ministers from Nigeria to discuss issues of trade, investment, and particularly Nigeria's worsening human rights record. The meeting is set to take place from February 1 to 3, 2020 in Washington, D.C. Sahara reporters can confirm that 2 ministers have already left for the United States via the United Kingdom on Friday morning. The ministers attending the meetings are Geoffrey Onyama, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sadia Umar Farouk, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. Others are Abubakar Malami, Nigeria's Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Utumba Adeniyi Adebayo, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Major General Bashir Magashi, retired Minister of Defense and National Security Advisor, Major General Bashir, Major General Babagana Monguno, retired. On April 6, 2010, the United States Secretary of State at the time, Hillary Clinton, and Secretary to the Government of Federation of Nigeria at that time, Yahya Ahmed, inaugurated the U.S.-Nigeria Binational Commission as a strategic dialogue designed to expand mutual cooperation across a broad range of shared interests. Sometimes, not sometimes, most times when Nigeria goes to sign these things, they are just signing it because they want to use it to make money. Let us sign this thing and see how we can use it to also bring money into our pocket. But they fail to realize that the day comes when this that agreement will be revisited, and people will talk about it. The government will say, "Come on, let us evaluate our union. Let us look at this relationship that we have and check whether it is still working fine." And when Nigeria comes there, they will show them facts, they will show them figures and say, "Oh yeah, explain, my people. How come your country is like this? What is going on? What are you people doing?" And Nigeria will have to answer them. Nigeria is in Nigeria. We think, they can forget. But make una overlook this thing now. Forget. Presidency make una know what will go. No. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. Let's go to our chat room and see what's going on there. Sorry, I don't know where we. Okay, I think the last time was Awodele. Say good evening to everyone here, greeting you from Nigeria. Yeah, good evening to you. Dennis Zad, good morning. How is everyone? I'm fine, Dennis Zad. I hope you are fine too. Thank you for your regular support. Some people are sticking for division. Who will grant that? Is it America or Israel that are supplying ammunition to Boko Haram and herdsmen? Lovin Murphy, good evening, Dr. Chidi. Good evening to you. The best thing is to divide Nigeria, mostly concerning the issue of this security. These mad people have recruited a lot of Boko Haram into Nigeria army and police. How are they going to sort them out? It is late. They are slow to learn. What about the people who have entered Nigeria, people who are hungry and believe in invasion? As long as they are open to doors, as long as they open the doors to all to come, they will know that they do not think they take decisions. Okay, to end Boko Haram issue is very simple. Nigerian leaders are just playing with our intelligence. They know what they are doing. Please, can you play my voice in WhatsApp? WhatsApp. Okay, you sent me something in WhatsApp. Let me see your voice in WhatsApp. Please play my voice. It's usually okay. It's a call-in, so I'm going to play it and hope that we can hear it. Let me try to play it.
Dr. Chid, good evening. I'm Simon Shinonso calling from Dubai. Actually, I wanted to reach you through WhatsApp call, but it's like the network is not strong, so I have to send a voice note. First of all, I appreciate you, Dr. Chid. May God bless you and your family more. Again, I appreciate my able leader, Mazen Nandekalu. May God also bless him and his family, because that man is a real prophet. These things that are happening now, he have prophesied it years ago, and he tell us to write it down. I go through my search and I see all the prophecies he gave all manifested. Even before the arrest of Omoshowole, he said it. And he has prophesied on that one, Bola Tulumbu and others, that their turn is coming. I just want to contribute something about insecurity in Nigeria. I hate when people know the cause of the problem and they're still beating around the bush, asking where can the solution come, why the solution is there and the problem is there. Remember the time of Goodluck Jonathan, when Goodluck wanted to fight the Boko Haram. Buhari made a statement that the fight to Boko Haram is a fight to all. That statement should not be forgotten, and he is a president. Now, who is to fight that Boko Haram when it's a fight to everyone, including Buhari? Then you are going to fight the Boko Haram. How possible do you think it is? Who can imagine that? Who can go and fight that? I just want to suggest the solution is in the hand of the cabals. Lai Mohammed know the solution to this problem. Femi, I've forgotten the name, the media spaceman to the president, he know the solution to this problem. And this problem cannot be solved if they have not told us the truth. They have to bring out Buhari. Let Buhari address us publicly without spokesman speaking again. Let him tell Nigerians what he have done. According to his campaign promises, he told us that in less than 1 year he's going to end Boko Haram. That he know, and he know the source for making that statement a fight to Boko Haram, and also promising us that he's going to end Boko Haram. And now we are having more worse than Boko Haram, and he said he is shocked in this. My dear, I don't think that this kind of thing can happen in US, in other, even in Canada where you are, even other.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. I'm just gonna have to cut it there so that we'll give some other people a chance to talk. It's amazing how things are going, the speed at which this is all happening. It's crazy. The speed at which the consciousness level of people is increasing is amazing. Yeah, let it continue. Very soon the Revolution Now movement and the revolution that Omoyele Sowore called for, it will soon catch up. For people who are not sure that this will happen, I hope they don't get caught up in the middle of the whole thing. Like, you'll still be sleeping and the revolution will catch up with you. I hope people are able to prepare. The lady was saying that we are not ready for what is needed in tackling this problem. While I respect her opinion, I don't think that is true. I think Nigerians are over ready. Nigerians are overripe. Some other countries have not even gone through half as much as what Nigeria is going through now, in terms of suffering, in terms of insecurity, in terms of the economy, in terms of our healthcare system. So many things are going wrong right now, and people are tired, people are fed up. This is the time for that revolution to happen. I really want to see someone come out, apart from Femi Adesina, apart from people who are. When was the last time you heard Tinubu addressing everybody and saying that the economy is fine, insecurity is okay, the president is doing solidly well? Even some of my friends, whom when I talk, they go and try to fish out some doctored achievements of Buhari and splash it, on my face. They are no longer doing a lot of that. All the propaganda that was used during the election, they are no longer peddling it anymore, because you have to block out the part of you that feels, the part of you that tells you the truth. You have to block it off for you to be able to defend General Buhari, for you to be able to defend APC, for you to be able to defend the insecurity, the killings, the abductions, the kidnaps, that are the ritual killings that are going on in Nigeria right now, the level of poverty and all of that. You have to be a heartless person to defend that. You're live on air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Ola. I'm calling from United Kingdom.
Okay, Ola, go ahead.
The insecurity is top the roof. President Buhari cannot tell us that he doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
The whole country is complaining. Everyone is complaining.
Mm-hmm.
That is in fact the service chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are not doing anything, and they have overstayed their time there.
Mm.
So why is it difficult for him to sack them? Do they have something on him? I can't just get this.
Okay.
We have people there. People are being kidnapped for ransom. People are being killed by Boko Haram every day, and the situation is getting worse. And we have a loose dog president who couldn't do anything, and he's just sitting down there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
All right, my brother. How come your number is showing +2? Hold on. How come your number is showing +234?
Oh yeah. Because in the United Kingdom we dare not call directly because I'm on contract, so it will be.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Where I got it, and from there I could call.
No problem.
Sometimes I'm in Nigeria, but it doesn't matter.
I just wanted to point that out because what we do here, we are like we shoot straight. We don't have time for any. Yeah.
The revolution now called by Omoyele Sowore, not that strong in support, but if you look at the country, such thing has happened. The country never settled after citizens carrying arms and stuff. After eventually they overthrew the government, the whole place will be messed up. I can name examples. We talk about so on.
So you're saying you're saying that having a revolution is not the right thing. So what do you think is the solution?
The solution is for the president to listen to the masses and do the right thing.
Okay, so what if the president refuses to listen? What is?
If we do revolution.
Yes. No. I'm following you. I'm following you. You said the solution is for the president to listen. So we have been talking and talking and talking. Hold on. So if he refuses to listen, as he has refused to listen, what should we do?
My problem is, even the judiciary, the legislature, our legislature is rubber stamp. That's where my problem is, because majority of them,
No. Sorry, my brother. I don't want us. People are listening to us. You said your solution is that the president should listen to us. We should not do a revolution. We have talked. We have cried. We went from crying and then we started dying. We took our dead bodies to him in Benue State, in Taraba, in Anambra. So listen. We showed him all that. He didn't even come to see where these things happened. And we showed him pictures of people that were killed, murdered, women's stomach cut open in Enugu State. He didn't say anything, so he has refused to listen. So my question to you is, since you don't want us to do a revolution, what should we do?
Not that revolution is not good. You get not that, but I'm just looking at what happens after that.
No. I think you are. I like it's a dialogue. A dialogue is if I ask you and then you answer, then you can ask me. Now we are stuck where you are not answering my question. I've asked you when we agree that we should talk to the president, but I'm telling you that we've been talking to him. We have stopped talking. We have shown him. Action speaks louder than words. We have shown him what is happening, and he didn't listen. So I'm coming back to you and say, Oga, we have done the talking, and he didn't listen. What should we do now?
One of the solution is to get him in peace, but that's impossible because he has the majority in the house. Secondly, and that's why I'm praying for him to do it.
Let me take this caller. I'll come back to you. Let me take this caller, please. Hello, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, Dr. Chief.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling from Dubai. My name is Simon.
Oh, my pleasure, Simon. How is everything in Dubai?
Thank God. The life here is not easy. Nigerian men has been messed up here. We are no longer valued in this country. We are just ashamed of ourselves here.
Yeah.
Listening to the insurgency in Nigeria is another crime. I just want to create a small solution to this problem.
Yes, go ahead.
We cannot be keeping silent over an issue. We know how it comes.
Go ahead, please.
We know the architect and the founder of Boko Haram and the president. Based on his campaign promise, he told us that he has the key to the solution. When he said that good luck has failed, he promised us that before his 1 year in office, that he will finish Boko Haram. And for us to still be sitting down after 4 years and still be talking of this kind of problem again, instead of Boko Haram, it has increased the more.
So your solution is what?
I'm ashamed of answering Nigeria. My solution is, if you want to tackle insurgency, start from the head. The problem is Buhari. He has to calm down because he is incompetent.
So
he has to resign.
Okay, good.
Allow competent people to take over the position.
All right.
Or Nigeria will be divided, because this problem is happening in his state where he was the founder. He knows the problem that is killing his people. He wants to kill them and the Christians there.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks for your contribution. Okay. Thank you.
It's either Nigeria is being divided or Buhari has to come down.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, guys. you heard my. I like when people are talking. You better make sure you know what you're talking about. Someone comes and he says, he does not support revolution now, and I say, what do you think is the solution to the problem? He says, Buhari should listen. Buhari should listen to us, and I'm like, okay. So we have talked to him. We've done everything, and when he refuses to listen to us, what should we do? And he's not able to tell me what we should do. Like, are you kidding me? You don't know what you don't know what we you don't know what else we should do. You understand? So that didn't really make sense to me. If you are saying that we should not go for revolution now, then why don't you just propose something that makes sense for us? Okay, now let's take this caller here. Uh-oh. Hold on, please, just hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please go on make your contributions.
Okay.
Tell us where you're calling from. Yeah.
My name is Gabriel Moses from Israel.
Okay, go ahead, Gabriel.
Yeah. Dr. Chidi, thank you for everything you have been doing. You are such a courageous man. I really appreciate all you have been doing. Even about Omoyele Showore, in fact, I was very, very amazed with the fact that we had a video and God answered our prayer instantly.
Yes.
I was really, really amazed about that. But about insecurity in Nigeria, it's a terrible situation, which I think there is nothing we can do about that rather than the revolution which Omoyele Showore called for. Nigeria has just been postponing their doomsday. We have to do it. If we don't do it, our future will suffer. That is what I know. Yes. Yeah. People might be afraid. People are afraid of such things to happen, but we're just postponing it because if it doesn't happen, there's no other solution.
All right, my brother. There are so many calls. There are so many calls coming in, so I'm just gonna cut it and take some calls.
Okay.
All right.
But I'm sure God is ready for Nigeria this time around.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so because of the volume of calls, I just want to appeal to us to just stay under 1 minute. Just tell us what you think the solution is, and then so that it will allow other people to come in, because now there's so much backlog, and when people call, they're doing a long distance call. We just want them to spend 1 minute on that long distance call, and we encourage them to call with the direct line. So because they are calling on the direct line, we don't want to waste their money, keeping them talking or trying over and over and over again. So please, if you're calling, once I let you give you a chance to make your contribution, just go straight to what you think is the solution. We all know the problems by now. We know there's insecurity, we know there's insecurity, and then another thing that we know is that there is insecurity in Nigeria. We know that Buhari is not doing anything. We know that Buhari is doing nothing. We know that Buhari is not doing anything. Did I mention that he's not doing anything as one of the points? Yes, he is absolutely not capable. He should resign. Some people have called for revolution. That's where I stand. But everybody is entitled to their own opinions. So give us a call, 647-989-2837. Don't forget +1 before the number, and make your own contribution. If you want to say, hey Chidi, I think Nigeria is perfect, there is no need to do anything, let's hear you. I just want you to come with your superior argument, and we will yield to that. If you give us a good reason why there shouldn't be revolution, if you give us a good reason why we shouldn't complain, if you just tell us why you believe that all we are saying is not right, then we would yield to your own argument. Trust me, we will do that. Okay, that's why we're having this program today. Next week we're going to cut down the number of times that we will be broadcasting, but once there's breaking news, we will let you guys know what's happening. We'll be monitoring the court case on the 11th in Abuja, and any other thing that is happening around Nigeria. We will make sure that we bring it to you guys. On Wednesdays we'll continue to talk about immigration, and that's the way it will go. We will premiere some recorded videos for you guys, especially those of you on our immigration channel. We've received your questions and we'll continue to do justice to them as much as we have the opportunity to do so. But right now we're doing an extended program today, and we are allowing people to call in and tell us what they think is the solution to Nigeria's problem. All we are doing is, let us see if we are all agreeing on the same thing, or let us see if we have divergent views, because if we are not united in our thinking, then we're not going anywhere. The Bible says two cannot walk together except they agree. So we are looking for a point of agreement. We are looking for something that cuts across all Nigerians. Just let us agree on one thing. You saw members of the House of Representatives, they agree on one thing, that the insecurity in Nigeria has gotten to an alarming level. I think they are all liars, because they knew we had exceeded this level a long time ago, but politics blinded them. You see, the senators also said the same thing, but only people like Abaribe were bold enough to say it as it is. The president said, and APC said, if we go into power and we do not do well, you should stone us. Why are they attacking Abaribe? It's not him that said it. They were the ones that said it. You said it. He's just reporting what you said. Is there a law against somebody reporting what you said? Even Lai Mohammed that lies against all Nigerians, have we killed him? And you want to kill Abaribe? No. You should either defend what he's saying or deny it. Anyways, Paul Hizohale says that, Mr. Chidi, I'm calling but you're not picking. Why? Sorry, Mr. Paul, there was another call. I promise if you call right now, I will pick your call. So Paul, please, I'm waiting for your call. Just call right now, and I will pick your call. I'm sorry about that. We had like four people calling at the same time. That's why I've asked people to please try to restrict their contribution to 1 minute. Why is it not going through? Maybe you're not calling the right number. It is +1 647 989 2837. If you call right now, I will answer your call. 647 989 2837. Yeah, right there. I just posted the number for you to see. So, Mr. Paul, I'm waiting for you to call. Jesu Loba says Buhari should resign, step down. He is too old. His brain is not functioning well anymore. No good idea to rescue Nigeria, and no good advisors around him. Okay, that is what Paul thinks is the situation. That's Jesu Loba thinks that Buhari is too old. Alright guys, the lines are open. I had 4 of you jamming at the same time. Now you can try to place your calls. The lines are free, but I'm sure that by the time 4 of you start calling again, it's going to jam. The only solution is once you call and you hear a beep, just drop your call and let the person finish. And the person whom we pick their call, do us a favor and just make your contribution in 1 minute. That way we do not jam the lines and we let as many people as possible talk. We still have 23 minutes to go on the program, and that's enough time to bring in as many people as possible. Someone says they should start putting in laws that create equity. Nnamdi Kanu, someone like Nnamdi Kanu, he is really not. Nnamdi Kanu does not mince words when he tells you what he wants about the Nigerian situation. No, he doesn't mince words at all. He just says that pata pata, this thing, it is not working. Everybody should go their own way. That's what somebody like Nnamdi Kanu believes. He does not even believe in wasting time with the Nigeria project. Nnamdi Kanu just believes that the best thing is for Biafra to become an independent state. That's what Nnamdi Kanu believes in. So for any other person who has their own views about the whole thing, like for me, I believe that it will be difficult for us to get Biafra, it will be difficult for us to get Oduduwa Republic, it will be difficult for us to get any other republic in Nigeria if we don't deal with those people at the center, honestly speaking. And some people don't understand it, but look at it and you will agree with me that Biafra would have been something like, it would have been a foregone effort by now. What do I mean? We would have, by now, the state of Biafra would have been booming. But why is it not able to boom? It is because the people at the center will not allow you to pursue the Biafran vision. No, they wanted to kill Nnamdi Kanu. They had enough power, they had enough might to kill him. But God prevented that from happening. It was only God. It was nobody. It was God that prevented Nnamdi Kanu from being killed by the Nigerian army. Omoyele Sowore, they've tried to kill him, they've tried to poison him, they've tried to imprison him, but it's only God that is intervening. So what am I saying? I'm saying that all our dreams, all our visions, all our aspirations will not yield anything if we do not come together and tell the people at the center of Nigeria that we have had enough. We do not want them there anymore until we chase them away, and then sit down as brothers and sisters and review the state of our union. Then we will now say, come, this Nigeria self that we are answering, should we be answering Nigeria? What's the meaning of Nigeria? I said it before, we must have that discussion. It is from that discussion that we will realize that, hey, Biafra needs to be on their own. Oduduwa Republic needs to be on their own. Arewa Republic needs to be on their own. And now we will have means of relating with each other. Either we have regional government and then we have a central government, and then we'll find a name to call it. Which now this may be one of our solutions. Another solution may be, okay, you know what? Let us have another country. Let's forget about the name Nigeria. Let us change to a name that we all are comfortable with, a name that we all can identify with. After changing to that name, then we will now have resource control. You know, the thing is, some of the people who don't understand that everybody is blessed, it is the people who are causing this problem. The people who are from northern Nigeria, some of them who have this ideology that if Nigeria splits, the north will lose. There are people who are lazy. There are people who are not sincere. If you're sincere, if you are smart, you realize that God has even blessed northern Nigeria. Most of the solid minerals that we have in Nigeria comes from northern Nigeria, and we have every mineral in the world is found in Nigeria. Go and ask anybody. It's just that they have found some in not very large quantities. But let us take this call. Hello, please tell us where you're calling from and your name.
Yeah, Chad, my name is Johnson. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Hello, Johnson. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
I'm good. I'm good.
Right. I just want to quick say something about Nigeria.
Go ahead.
You know, the best thing for Nigeria now, as it stands now, the best thing is Nigeria to do what everybody should go their separate way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nigeria should drive peacefully. Let everybody go their peaceful way.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, my brother? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so you want to go your separate way. Let us say you're from one part of... Oh, no, listen. You're from one part of Nigeria, and I am from...
I am not a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran.
Okay, you are a Biafran. No, so okay, let us even address that. Okay, I am a Biafran too. I'm an Igbo man. Okay, Biafra is not something you dash me. It is what I am. Okay, so okay. But right now, I'm from Enugu State, and Enugu State is inside Nigeria. Agree?
Okay. For what? Listen. Hold it there. That is your own opinion, right? But it was in Biafra land when Britain amendment was in 1914. Don't forget.
No, I'm not.
You people are getting it wrong. And it's in Biafra land when Britain come in 1914. I said you Nigeria. So get it right.
No, we're not fight. You see, that's one thing I don't. If we're having a dialogue, you just make your point and I make my point. Then we're not fighting, and you just.
No, we're not. I'm just making my point. I'm just making my point for you to understand. You said that you are from Enugu State. Enugu State is inside Nigeria. Where was Enugu in 1914?
Enugu State. Let me also remind you. When I told you that I am Biafran is, look, even all the countries in Africa, in fact, all the countries of the world, were not what they are. You just told me now that you're from United States, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was not United States in the year 200 AD. Do you agree with me? It was not United States.
Right, you are making up. I can hear you very well, kid. I can hear you very well.
Okay, maybe it's your side. Let me say it again. I'm saying that you say you are from United States right now, but it was it was not United States in 200 AD. Do you agree with me?
Kid, I'm calling from United States.
That
I'm coming from United Kingdom from it.
Okay, sorry. So it was not United Kingdom in the year 100 AD. Was it United Kingdom?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. The line is bad now.
Okay. Well. No, the point I'm trying to make is, don't misunderstand me when we use words. Okay? You are Biafran, I am Biafran, but when we are talking, I want us to discuss. Okay, he has gone off. This is where I have a problem with some of us, okay? And it makes it difficult for us to really relate. When I tell you that right now we are fighting for Biafra, but Biafra, we have not gotten Biafra. And there is a place that is recognized by the whole world as Nigeria, and that is where we are in right now. That is where Biafra is being marginalized. That is where Biafra is being not allowed to exist. That is where they proscribed Biafra. That's where they called Biafra a terrorist organization. It is happening inside the country called Nigeria right now. Anybody who is living in any part of Nigeria is living inside Nigeria. Anybody who is living in Biafra land is living inside Nigeria. You may not like it, but that is the truth. That is the truth. Please, who is talking? Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Simon. I'm calling from Dubai.
Go ahead, Simon. Okay, he's gone off. So, when we are talking, for you to be able to communicate with people, we need to use the right words to communicate. So that's what I mean by that. But when you cannot engage in a discussion that uses terms that people can relate to right now, then you find it difficult for people to discuss with you. When Nnamdi Kanu is talking, Nnamdi Kanu is Ohamadike 1. I know him very well. He knows me. When he is talking, he uses the term Biafra. He uses the term Nigeria. It is just a figure of speech. It doesn't mean when you say Nigeria, it means you have betrayed yourself. It means you're mad. No. You still use it to talk. Okay? Because it spoils everything. It just puts a barrier when you are talking with someone, when you're telling them, no. You understand? It's difficult. I wish people will understand this, but tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Yes, hello, sir.
This is Mr. Paul.
Go ahead, Paul. Okay, finally you are able to get through. Sorry about that.
Yes. Okay, I have been trying the line. I know it is busy. Actually, what I want to contribute is this. First of all, I want to clarify a point. During the colonial masters, when they came to Nigeria, the Great Britain, they brought education to us. The Western people, the Western region accepted this education. The Eastern people, the Eastern region accepted this education. They came through mission. The Western people, they accepted the mission. The Eastern region also, they accepted this mission. So from these 2 points now, the northern people, the northern region, they neither accept the mission nor the Western education. Why? Because they were afraid. If they should accept the mission, it is from the mission. If they should accept the education, it is inside the place of where they are doing churches and all that they were teaching people. Are you getting it? So this education, they saw it as a thing that can make them change their views. And they influence them to deny their religion. So because of that, they don't have anything to do with Western people, the colonies. They did not accept anything from them. Now look at the trick they played Nigeria. When they want to give Nigeria their independence, they never saw any good thing, any reason to give the Western region that are educated now, that are civilized. They accept their mission and their education. They never see any reason to give them the authority to rule Nigeria. They never see any reason to give the Eastern region the authority to rule Nigeria. But the people that did not accept their education, that did not accept mission, the ignorant that they can easily manipulate, they gave them power, authority to rule the educated people, which is the ignorant.
Can I? Sorry that I'm cutting you, my brother. You see all this history you're talking about now. Trust me, we already know it. We know what happened. What we're talking about now is where we are right now. What is the way forward? What's the solution? We know that that Britain told the North to stick to power. Don't let power go. We know, and that's why they are sticking to power. That's why they are holding it, like their birthright. But what should we do? What's the way forward now? That's what I'm all about. What's the solution? What should we do?
It is a dicey problem because one, we already have everything to themselves. The authority.
So we shouldn't do anything.
Hello, we should do something. That which we will do is one. Let the people, if at all there will be a Nigeria, a unity, a united Nigeria,
a united Nigeria. Let first of all, let everybody disintegrate. There should be dichotomy of the three regions to go their different ways. So that
okay. I have a question. I have a quick question for you. How do we disintegrate? How?
Good. Let the eastern region go to their part.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Okay.
When? How does the eastern region go to the east? They're already in the east. People are already. Where? Enugu State is there. Imo State is there. Abia.
The Mojuku and all that, they have the Aguyeros, all these people, they have fought war for this problem. So they have fought war.
Okay. Paul. Let me take another caller. Okay, I'll come back to you. Hello, Mr. Lucky Diallo calling from Maryland. Take it back.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Lucky.
Yes, sir. I just saw your topic. I said, let me make my little contribution.
Thank you.
If you don't mind.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. So, the problem facing Nigeria at the moment is a major problem, but we have to break it into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Fulani herdsmen, which are it's another terrorist organization.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Boko Haram, it's a different topic entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the insecurity in Nigeria in general.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if President Buhari really want to tackle the insecurity problem, or let the governors from the northern part of Nigeria address this matter of cattle or rearers, let them build a ranch, let them start from the north, have a ranch from their people, because that is their major business. So they should be able to have a ranch for all the cattle rearers, so they can stop the Fulani herdsmen from moving from one community to another.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can build a ranch for them, that will tackle part of the Fulani herdsmen and the farmers clash.
All right.
When it comes to the Boko Haram, Buhari has to change the security chief. He has to tell the Nigerian people why he's still keeping the same security chiefs that have no solution, or they don't have any idea of how to fight the Boko Haram. He needs to replace them, because everybody is complaining.
Lucky,
So
can I ask you? Lucky, can I ask you
Yeah.
a quick question? Because today is really
Yes,
about tackling real issues. How about if it is true that Buhari is not, whether he is there or he is not there, or is a clone or is a real person, but he has lost his ability to reason, to take good decisions, to make good judgment. If that is the case, what are we dealing with? What's our next alternative?
Yeah, but, okay. So then the matter comes to whether we have Buhari in power or not. The responsibility lies on the table of the Senate or the House of Reps. You understand? When the country is facing a security crisis, and they are not getting help, or they are not getting a listening ear from the presidency, they have a role to play. Look at, we're in the United States, for instance, our president is just facing impeachment. For what offense? For one, because the guy violated one law or the other. So they are exercising their right by trying to impeach the president. So if they are sending a signal to President Buhari that the country is in crisis in terms of the security, and he doesn't want to listen, they are trying to impeach him.
Okay.
Whether we have a fake president or not, it doesn't matter who is there. The Senate can try to impeach him, or the House of Reps, they can try to impeach him. But the truth is, these people are not going to act, because they are the people. They are the same people. They're in power. They are going to protect him or to stay there until their term is over. It's all about power struggle.
Okay.
So, but another area that I need to talk about, people are talking about state security or no state security. I mean, state police or no state police. Let me tell you the true fact. For instance, you have the governors who are in charge of the local action. They're supposed to organize election in their own state. How many governors have you seen organize a local government election? Has that ever happened? So even if you give them a state police to be in charge of, they are going to manipulate it so they can be in power, because it's all about power struggle. So I'm not even sure that is the solution. The only solution for Nigerian problem as it is right now is to at least give the Nigerian police their deserved pay. You want a policeman to die in the line of duty for the country, and you don't even have a life insurance for them. When they died in the line of duty, the next following day to the next 2 months, they go ahead and drag the children, their family away from their whatever the little apartment they give them, and they become homeless. So how is their monthly salary? So if you want a policeman to die for the country, you have to encourage them with their allowance or whatever they are going home with. Let them be satisfied with their monthly payment. What if I don't even know if they are making up to 100,000? Even with 100,000, can they feed their family with that?
All right.
So you have to have a base payment. Are you guys getting my idea?
Yeah.
And give them the life insurance that even if they die in the line of duty, they'll say, "Oh yeah, my family has something to rely on when while they are doing their duty."
All right.
We know those. Are you getting it? So we
Lucky. I'm gonna try to take one or two calls before we end. But thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much. Yeah. That was one of our comrades in Maryland, USA, Mr. Lucky, making his own contribution. You see, the thing is, in Igbo we say "ana patch or ne leak." That means when you're driving a very old car, your tire don't chop. You people, you yourself in Nigeria, when you don't drive that car, when the tire don't chop finish, you go try to patch them, and stay on the line. I'm gonna come back to you. So you don't patch this tire. Yeah, stay on the line. Hold on. So you don't patch this tire, and it leak. The patch and it leak. After a while, you need to throw the tire away. Okay, let's take this call now. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
And I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, but you're going to be cut off by another call if you're not fast.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, what we need to do is that we need to come back and system of government, where everyone can have their resource control, and probably we all pay tithes, pay 10% to the center. So if the people that feel they're going to lose out, they can be spending that 10% now and allow everybody else to control our own resources. Then that way.
Sorry, we lost you there. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So that way, everybody has control of what belongs to them. And then we can just give 10% to the center for anybody that needs extra help.
All right. Let's cut it from there so we can take because they're cutting you off, okay? Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Hello, you're on. You need to be fast because you're calling from WhatsApp. Somebody's going to cut you off. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? You're live. No, I'm talking to you directly. You are listening to the one behind. You need to turn that one off. Oh, jeez. Go ahead and talk, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You need to be fast. You're on WhatsApp. Somebody will cut you off.
Oh, oh, yeah, okay. I call to contribute to what you are discussing today.
Okay.
About the solution to Nigeria problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I think first of all, we need to come together as a nation first. Let us see how we are going to talk about electronic voting.
Okay.
First issue, which I believe.
Let me ask you a question. You want electronic voting. Are you convinced that the federal government of Nigeria will not be able to manipulate electronic voting? Do you know that JAMB is done through electronics? Do you know billing is done through electronics? What guarantee do you have that they will not manipulate? Is it not people that will still even the machine that they use for scanning and whatever? Do you know it was manipulated? So what makes you think it will not be manipulated? No be human being go do the machine. It's cut off. That's what happens when you call through WhatsApp. Sorry guys. Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Italy, and this is Paul, Mr. Paul.
Ciao, Mr. Paul.
Okay. Hello, ciao. You know, I was online with you before. See, I want to also try to present something here. You know, when this man, there is an adage that said, "He that is ignorant of history repeats mistakes of the past." Are you getting it? Okay. When this man, General Ibrahim Babangida, was ruling Florida as military head of state, then this federal capital territory was still in Lagos State. Later, he moved it to where it is now in Abuja. So this man called in the OIC, the Organization of Islamic Countries, to Nigeria. They held meeting there, and he empowered these people for the Islamization of West Africa and Nigeria in particular.
Paul, I have a little problem. You see, let me tell you the problem I have with your contribution. Please bear with me. Today is not for fishing out these problems. We all know this thing circulated. Buhari gave money. He got us into IOC. We are now an Islamic state. We know all these things. The thing we are looking for today is, how do we free ourselves from the problem? Talking about the problem from now till tomorrow, it won't solve it now. And you know what you understand what I'm saying?
Listen now, the Biafra, they are not creating problems for Nigeria. The Oduduwas, they are not creating problems for Nigeria. Only the Northerners.
So what do we do about them? That's what I'm saying. What's the solution?
Okay, now these people now that want, they have, you and I, do you want to say you don't know what they want? They know what they want. I know what they want. You know what they want.
I know. I'm asking you, what do you think we should do?
No, what we should do, you don't want to address the problem, but you want to find a solution.
No. See, I came to you and I told you that I have a broken leg, I have a broken head, I'm feeling head. Okay, let me use an analogy. Please, my brother, I have headache, I'm vomiting, I have fever. What should I do? You know what you're telling me? You're telling me that the reason why you're throwing up is because you have malaria, and the reason why you're limping is because your leg is broken. You think I don't know?
No.
Like you,
yes,
I know.
So now you want to know what to do.
Exactly.
That medication is what you're asking. How do you take what medication do you take?
Exactly. So you're back to what I was asking you. What's the solution?
First of all, let them review the Constitution of Nigeria. Let them review the Constitution of Nigeria. Let them amend it, everything concerning Islamic religion that is in the Constitution, the dual ideology.
I have a question for you, my brother. I have a question for you. You said let them review it. How about if the person at the top will not give you a chance to review this Constitution? What should we do? Because that is what has happened. We have tried. We have said let's do it. He said no. So phase 2, what should we do?
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now I get a point that what you are driving at. Okay. Maybe it's because all these our youth, the people that are vision driven in our country, they are not preparing themselves. They are not coming out to take power like
No.
already and all that.
No. You see, I don't like to just bash the youths anyhow. This youth, where are you located?
I'm in Italy.
So now you're in Italy, my brother. You have 24 hours light. You have food. There's social service. Even if you don't have food now, if you don't have work, I'm sure there's a place you can go and they will give you food to eat. Exactly. They don't take light there. So many things. Now, the young man in Nigeria that you're going to complain and dish him and say he doesn't come out to protest. Remember, I was in Nigeria for 7 months campaigning for election. This man is going to come to your meeting point and he's going to take keke napep from where he is living to that place where you're going to meet for the thing. He has to wake up in the morning. That day that you will come out for protest, you are asking him not to work. First of all, you're telling him that he's not working, but you're calling him out on a day to come and protest. He has to take transport to come. He doesn't have a job, but he has to transport himself to come. He has to transport himself to go. That whole day, he will spend it not eating. If he has a wife, he will come home and his wife will say, "Oh boy, what happened today?" He say, "We went for protest." You see, and when we now ask that some of us should donate money so that we're able to support these people, so that that person that is coming out that day to do protest, when he's going home, you say, "Take this one as transport money, my brother. I know that you didn't trek to this place." You people, not you.
I understand this. I understand what you're saying.
So before we just begin to criticize our young people, it is very important that we understand the dynamics of what we are talking about. Now, this person is going to protest against people who have guns with live ammunition, who are ready to shoot. So I can't stay in Canada and just tell somebody, just go out there and be shot. And I tell the parent, don't worry, it's a comrade, he died. So you have to be really, really careful. The people that come out, that's why they are our heroes. But people who are not able to come out, we cannot just dismiss them or just say they are lazy youths. They don't know. It's not easy for them. First of all, it is difficult for you to even get food one day. So, but I appreciate your contribution, my brother. I just want to take the thing to another level as quickly as possible, because we've been talking, very well, on this channel. We've talked about these things, we've mirrored it, we've analyzed it, but we're at a point where
this is always the number you use for
yes. So you can always.
I'm going to save it.
All right.
And it's every Friday.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So
I'm going to save it.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, please forgive me when it looks like I'm coming hard on people, because we've passed the point where we just stay and talk about the problems. We want to hear people talk about solutions. Hello, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Joshua. I'm calling from Maryland.
Go ahead, Joshua.
Okay. I've been listening to contributions on the program, and I want to say, if a nation is in a state of, as Nigeria is now, Nigeria is somehow tending towards a state of dynamic equilibrium, and so you find shakings, and before you know it, those that cannot stabilize or stay falls off, and you continue that process until you get to a stable equilibrium. I'm talking specifically concerning security. Now, just as you have Amotekun and all these regional parts of Nigeria are beginning to say they want to have their own security outfit, I think that is a good way to go. Now, if the government at the center is refusing to secure the lives of Nigerians, gradually Nigerians should begin to do what? Find a way to secure their own lives, which is what each region are gradually doing. For a long time they've been talking about having what we call national conference. Everybody that has had the opportunity to rule in Nigeria have refused. But the purpose of national security is to address issues of security, how to make Nigeria better. And since the federal government is refusing to do that, or all the big, weak politicians are refusing to do that, now each region is gradually saying, okay, since you are not helping us, or since we are not getting what we need to get from you, we think we are going to find a way to make our own regions better, which is what is currently happening. So by the time each region begins to find a way to solve their own problems, I think the government at the center, which is the federal government, will eventually cave in and begin to heed to the demands of each region. And gradually we will find a situation where people who have refused to sit down to have what is called a national conference in the real sense of it will now come back and really sit down and discuss, okay, how do we make Nigeria better?
All right.
Each time we talk about making Nigeria better, I don't want a situation where we bring religion into it, like the last caller that I heard talked about remove Islam. No, Nigeria is a secular state. What did they say? Okay, remove anything Christianity from the constitution? No, let us address the problems of Nigeria from the standpoint of Nigeria as a secular state.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, I like what you said. I'm gonna allow some other people to call in. Okay. I like what you said about if every region begins to take care of their security, but it has to come from those people who find themselves in positions of authority, the security chiefs in each region. Like, it is very commendable what all the governors and the leaders in the southwest did with coming up with Amotekun. In the southeast, in the eastern region, the governors also came together and they did something. The governors did something. Hold on 1 second, I'll come to you, please. The governors did something, but what happened was they were doing it on their individual levels. It is better when they come together and fight for that region. If each region begins to take care of itself, then we can begin to actualize Nnamdi Kanu's vision and other people's vision. Go ahead, my brother. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Dr. Chidi.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. My name is Benja Solomon. I'm calling from the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Chidi, just to add to what other callers have been saying all along, I want to go straight to the point, and I want you to see with me if you take it or not.
Yeah.
I want us to learn something from Imo State. That is the governor of yesterday, Ehidoa, with Hope Uzodima that the Supreme Court just installed. You see, about 4 or 5 days after the enthronement of Ehidoa, you can see how people came out in Imo State in a way. And to be very sincere, I was shocked because it's been a while we saw such mammoth amount of people demonstrating against any judgment whatsoever. Now, how does Ehidoa or his party manage before this amount of people were able to come out? That is number one thing we need to learn. Now, because from what I saw on the TV on that day, if I'm not mistaken, I saw at least 10,000 people. If my arithmetic is right, I may be wrong. Now, if in Owerri we had 10,000 people, now I'm looking at the entire southern state. I'm talking of southwest, southeast, south. If only we can get 10,000 in each state, I mean, I'm just bringing it to the barest minimum. There is absolutely nothing wrong from having 2 million people in the western states.
Yeah.
But now, and I'm saying this, and I'm equally thinking of the area that we might be having some lapses. I must concede. this man you call Tinubu is the one suppressing the Southwest states from agitating for their right. There is no doubt about it. Don't let us go back to the open a book to check whether it's true or not. This is the reality. And I was thinking from my own school age, a situation has never gone as bad as this before you see student union out there everywhere. And every government has always succumbed in one way or the other to the student union protest. Every government, Babangida, as tough as he thinks he might be, he has always succumbed. He has always, these are things that always give them sleepless nights.
So your
but these days,
so your suggestion is hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so just help me summarize. So exactly what I want to be able to take so that
my suggestion is we want to learn from how Ihedioha did it before.
Yes, okay, in Imo State, yes.
In Imo State. So we need that same amount of people. I tell you something. Before you have 2 million people in the entire Southwest state out for 3 days, come on, Buhari cannot sleep again.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Ordinary, the word of the most honorable senator in Nigeria, Senator Abaribe, his word only to tell him that this man should resign. Can you see how Buhari cannot sleep for the last 48 hours?
I know.
He couldn't sleep. So the problem this guy has is he has no one to actually to push him to the corner. He has no one to really say, listen, let him feel the heat.
All right.
If Buhari feels the heat for 12 hours, believe me, that man will succumb.
All right. Thank you very much.
That guy will succumb.
Thank you, my
brother.
brother.
So that is my point.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I said we were starting at 1:30, but we're still going. Let me quickly touch on what he said. He said a lot of people were mobilized in Imo State. Let me break it down. As a former governorship candidate, let me tell you that all those people you saw there, they were not organic. Those were bought crowds. After that day, did you see them again? You see the ones that went to Abuja. So you know how many people died there. All those are rented crowd. Nigerians have not even come to a point where they will organically move, against something. The only people that I've seen do that is IPOB. That's one people that they move without even being paid. All right. Anytime you want people to move around, it's just money. The same. Let me tell you something you don't understand. As much as I do not support injustice, and somebody manipulating the law courts and the laws, Ihedioha and Uzodinma, they all rigged the election. So I don't even pity any of them. All right, my brother, give us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Okay, my name is Gabriel. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Go ahead, Gabriel. 1 minute, please.
Okay, I just want to mention 3 reasons why I think Nigeria should not break up.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, Nigeria is. Hold on, let me move this thing. Number 1, Nigeria is like Can you hear me?
Everybody's hearing you, and other people are waiting to talk.
Okay, Nigeria is like a.
It looks like God doesn't.
Nigeria is like a woman, like a couple here who have just met each other.
Say that again.
By mistake.
You said Nigeria.
Sorry? I said Nigeria is like a couple here.
Okay.
Like a person who has a woman who has just gone up on the night out and has just met a man.
A man, okay.
And then they created an offspring. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, they created an offspring by mistake. So you wouldn't kill that baby just because it's a mistake child. If you kill the baby, both parents will lose. So you can't kill the baby just because they have it by mistake. So the next reason is that even the map of Biafra has some Ijaw people who will feel marginalized, and some Calabar people who will feel marginalized. So even if Biafra is be separated, yeah, it will be like some people will still feel marginalized in that place, in that new map. And then the third reason is that a census has to be taken in each region. For instance, you don't know whether it's up to 70% of people believe in Biafra in the southeast. So you might believe that everybody, 100% of people believe in Biafra, but only 40% of people believe in Biafra. So that means that you wouldn't take everybody along with you. That means that possibly you're forcing Biafra on like 70% of people, whereas only 40% of people believe in Biafra. So my solution is this, yeah. Sometime I was listening to Panorama on BBC. I think it was a documentary about Angola and the daughter of the former leader of Angola, how corrupt she was. So what happened was the Angola president, when he was about to resign, he handpicked a successor, and that successor was the one who now fired the daughter and put her under prosecution. So that means the solution is that the government, whoever wants to like revolutionize Nigeria, should parley with the government, with Buhari. When they parley with Buhari, then what they have in mind will be exactly like the Angola president who betrayed the person who had handpicked him. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying, my brother. You said, number one, that Nigeria is like a marriage between a couple who did not know each other. So what you're advising is that any marriage that is not working, and the husband or the husband is beating the wife, using machetes to cut parts of her body, throwing her. No. I listen to you now. I listen to my brother. I listen to you. Can you? No. I'm trying. I heard you. Perception is everything. You are communicating. I'm trying to tell you what I heard. What you said may not be what I heard. So I'm trying to re-echo to you what you said. You said Nigeria is like a marriage between two people who didn't understand each other. So I'm asking you, when people marry and they don't understand each other, there are different levels of misunderstanding in a marriage. One level could be that, the man wants sex all the time, but the woman is not used to having sex, so they need to learn through, because they didn't cut before, they understand what each other likes. Maybe one person does not understand English like the other man thought, so they come to understand each other. But how about when the issues in the marriage is that the man has a knife, and that one day he went and cut the woman's arm. He cut the woman's one finger. The woman is complaining. He cut two fingers. The woman is still complaining. They say, I don't want to be in this marriage. Everybody says, don't worry now. The marriage just started now. You people need time to understand each other. Before you know what's happening, they cut one leg of the woman. So I'm trying to understand. Are you saying the woman should stay in the marriage till they understand each other?
Yes, I think if they work.
Wait, sir. You say the woman should stay in the marriage with her fingers cut, her legs cut. Yes. I don't know why I'm listening to you. I'm sorry, I can't even go. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you? Hey, this guy. No, I can't come to my state. I can't come. How can I even give you 1 second of my time? You even have the guts. I allowed you to talk. Come to tell me rubbish. I beg, Joe. Can you imagine this man? You see, it's giving me goose pimples. You're from the pit of hell, whoever you are. Don't call my line anymore. Can you tell me? I'm as you're talking, I'm just imagining my daughter. My beautiful, young, sweet Ijoma gets married, and somebody's telling me this one, that one. Can you imagine? Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, sorry. I just called the second.
You're crazy. He's calling a second time. In fact, let me see his number. You're that devil that bind you from wherever you came. Can you imagine this man? This guy is a psychopath. Not even person don't go see you. He's calling again. He said, I called before. Don't call again, please. You're sick. I was writing things down. I had only just talked about point number 1. I wanted to go to point number 2 and point number 3, but can't even. He said the woman should stay in the marriage. He said the woman should stay. The guy is calling again. No, I can answer you. I'm afraid of you. You put virus in my phone. I can answer you. I say, see me what allow. The guy is Boko Haram. The guy say, if you're in a marriage and they cut off your finger, you should stay. He said they should. He said, I thought maybe he didn't understand me. I said the woman should stay. He said yes, the woman should stay. I said this man, no need to waste my time with you. All right, my brother. Please tell us your name.
Good evening, sir.
Please, you're the last caller. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir. This is Jonathan from Spain.
Okay, is that good? Is that good luck, Jonathan?
No. What did you say?
Is that good luck, Jonathan?
No, this is Jonathan Greek.
All right.
Well done, sir.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, the only solution that I believe that will solve Nigeria problem, is to, if the guy is in Nigeria, in fact, the government, not this APC government, maybe one day when God will have maybe somebody like Omoyele or even Nnamdi Kanu as a president, the things can be okay. Only the solution is that with all those churches in Nigeria, they have to close down all of them. Okay. That is the only place where solution can come to Nigeria. You understand? Because that country, those churches, they are the most problem that Nigeria have.
All right.
You understand?
Thank you so much.
The church, there are many devilish churches in Nigeria, so God is very angry in that land. So in fact, God is not existing in Nigeria anymore. It's not in that land.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ciao. Yeah. Okay. The guy say God don't pack come out from Nigeria. So say until Nigeria behave. Say God don't go. My people, I need to stop from here before we get another crazy. Okay, this is the very last person. Oh, it's 12 already here. Oh my God. If you promise to do yours in 1 minute, just 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Guys, I need to stop here and go and find Gary for the children to chop. We don't try for today now, Abi. Lizard fall from sky. Say if person no praiser, he go praise himself. If you think say we know they try, at least some people think say we they try. Arani TV too. I see you, my brother. God bless you. Lulu Case, Waziri Wisdom, and all of you guys. This guy, I'll just sneak you in. But go straight to the point, my brother. Just go straight to the point. And turn me off behind you. Turn me off behind you. We're running out of time.
All right, Dr. Chidi, I'm calling from Italy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been watching you so many years. So many times it's all this time of show, and I so much enjoy your program.
Thank you.
You see, like Nigerians are in trouble when they're in difficulty. They don't know who is killing them and who is saving them. Because I live here in Italy, in Prato, Florence, anyway.
You have 1 minute, sir, because the program is supposed to have ended. Just go straight to the point.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Like the man that was talking with you now about cutting a woman a leg and all of that.
Yeah.
that is the way he talks and what he's even saying. That is when you know the situation Nigeria has. The situation they are now, they are very big in deep problem because they don't know what is right and what is wrong. Like me, I have 2 girls and I don't joke with them. I do say that anybody that want to marry any of my child, I will sit the man down and tell him what I need and how I want him to treat my girl. And the day I lay his hand on my girl, I will say that day is the end of the day. Telling you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. I need to stop.
Tomorrow time we talk again.
Yes. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Nice
I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any man that want, all you people there that have been sending me application letter for Ijoma, say your children want to come and marry Ijoma, go and listen. No, daddy has double barrel gun. No, go and ask about me. If you're coming for my daughter, you better. No, I don't have any double barrel gun, but I mean, I don't joke with my daughter, please. I don't joke with her. If you're going to marry her, just like the last caller said, you better make sure that you're ready. I beg go. I don't joke with them. Oh, I don't joke with them at all. I'm not even going to allow you to cut her hair. Say you put scissors, cut her hair. Me and you will die here that day. Not to talk of say you cut her fingernails. And say you can't lay hand on her. Then you break her leg and cut her finger. He says because he's not making good. He's not. What did he even use? He says he's not. You see, God was trying to avoid him from saying that guy's number. I'm going to call. Honestly, you know me. I'm going to call UK police and tell them to watch that guy. That guy is sick. That kind of person can kill human being. Alright guys, it's time to go. I love you. All of us love you. Dr. Erica, everybody in the worship media, team all over the world, we love you guys. And like always, till we'll see you next time. Alright, bye bye.